On this special action-packed episode, we see Glenn struggling to stay awake because his show is so boring and Grammy, that's getting really old, man. Just, come on, knock it off. Apparently she has figured out how to imitate my voice, even my announcer voice. Ain't funny. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yeah, cackle like a witch, woman. Everybody will know then. Oh, me. Okay. What do we got today? We got today. That's what we got today. Is today. I'm going to show you these, what I got from my buddies at Spotlight. They got these now. There's Morgan Automotive Detail. They got these in all different color caps and wire combinations and stuff. Magneto cap. There's a little magneto in there too. So yeah, right there. And boot material to boot. There you go, though. That is cool. I like these. And they're not expensive. They can be mailed really cheap. And these, oh, I love these. They're little short stacks. Let me see if I can get them to show up. I don't want to take them out because they'll go everywhere and I'll lose them. You know how handy a set of 7 stacks is. I mean, well, there they are. Yeah, see the flare on that? That's beautiful. What these are good for is like if you got like that Hemi with the 8 carbs on it, and you put one of these down in each carb. Excuse me, I had to burp. Yeah, you get these looking down in them carbs. Yeah, that's what it was. I needed the flashlight. Yeah, you get these on top of those carbs, and that's going to look really good. Also that Nova, Boss Nova wagon I just got, I showed on my last episode. You get some aluminum tubing and run it from the motor up, and then use these for the tips. You can make real long velocity stacks. You know, just using these for the tips and some aluminum tubing. Okay, well that's just what I think. If I can just keep Grammy behaved long enough. This is one of the cars I got from Spotlight on my monthly order, the Mach 1. I got this with a specific thing in mind of doing. Look at this body. This is a totally stock Mustang body. I could take any Mustang kit, the same, scale and year, and put this on, use this for a street body. It is so nice and clean. I mean, this is good. It's got separate hood, and it got the door lines in it too, and door handles. For a funny car, that's pretty neat. It's one of the first gen funny cars. Once they went to this Logu, whatever style of chassis is. And this is my favorite thing, is these clear red taillights. Those just put butter on my bread right there. I like those. Let me see what else we got in here right away. Before I get to my special plan for this puppy. Mach 1, Siemens Ford, Ford, and a lot of sponsor decals, contingency decals. We got some stripes that look pretty darn good. I'm not sure what that texture is, but it's cool. Okay, decals, the motor, and it's got the big SOHC Ford motor, which is sweet. Now these headers, I want to show you. If you turn them upside down, use them like this coming out, you can split them down here, get them separate, and then bunch them together, stack them up, and make some fender well headers out of them for your gasser. Yeah. And we got here is the parts for the suspension, front and rear suspension, and a big mouth dog. Let me see who that is. Hang on, it's you know who. It's Chucky. Hey Chuck, you're not even barking at the couch. That's my drum. He is so crazy. He's standing there barking at my drum, which is sitting on the floor there. Instead of the couch. Oh my goodness, that's Chucky. He can't see, he's blind. He's got cataracts real bad. And he's 10 years old. Okay, now where in the heck was I before I was so puppily interrupted? Let me just turn this up. No. See, this is the stock front end. Come on, man. Dude. This is the stock front end and rear end. And you get those clear tail lights in there? Yeah, buddy. All right. Who wants it? Chucky. Hey, shut up. My God. I ain't gonna redo this video. It's gonna have some dog barking in it. This is the chassis. Now I can get to my special project. I want to take and widen this out in the passenger area. Bring it out and around and widen it. And well, I ain't to that part yet, so I'll get to that part in a minute. Here's the other chrome sheet. And it's got these wonderful round blowers on it that you could put between the top and bottom of a two-piece tunnel ram. Yeah, one of those nice rims too. Boy, I like those front ones. And let's see what else. We got another chrome sheet here with the front axle and all the tie rods and stuff. Rear traction bars, radius rods, steering wheel, bunch of cool parts. And there is any amount of different front end treatments for this. You got your stock pan, you got a smoothed out pan, you got a blanked up grill. This is the other part. This guy, I gotta widen it out, because here's where I'm going. I told you I'd widen the chassis, I'm gonna widen the interior and make it a two-seater funny car for the street. Yep, street rod funny car. Raise up body and everything, except it'll be extra wide for two people to be in it. I've seen a couple like that on the YouTube here recently, a Nova, and I think it was a Camaro. I'm not sure, but he had it widened out for two people. I think they were crowded, but yeah, it was full-on funny car, man. Way cool. I want to do that with this. Here is more grill stuff and the rear wing. I love these rear wings. That Mustang wing right there. That's the coolest thing. I love those. And this is a grill blank to go over the stock grill in case you want to smooth it out. And a chin spoiler too. Neat chin spoiler. Okay, and all that we got in here is the hood, and some rather paltry slicks. They are rather, and I'm going to replace them with big old giant wide tires from that 67 Chevelle Pro Street. Yeah, street rod. This will be cool. It will. It'll be cool. It'll be a while before I get to it because I got 4 or 5 other projects on the table. I was only going to start this Munster thing and get it to where it existed and then go back and finish it. But I keep getting inspiring ideas of things to do to it, and then I got to do them. Like the like the chains on top. Here we go. I got the tombstone on the front, grave marker, whatever you want to call it, with the skeleton and the pinstriping on there. Gives it some Munstery class. And I got the headlights mounted up in there. Those are Munster style headlights. Total Munster style motor. Got the headers on it over here. Headers. Yeah, I got the light on. And let me see. Got the curtains painted. I can get traction bars underneath. These 2 little hooks right here. That's where the tail lights will hang from. I got some lanterns, chrome lanterns, but I gotta paint them red. And I painted all this black. I didn't like it being gold. Remember on the last one I had it painted gold. I went back and painted them black because It was too busy being gold. And you can see Spot in there hanging out. Let me raise this up. Yep, see, there's Spotty. I know, I gotta adjust this some more. It was fitting really good. And let me see. Oh, and I got these cool, you can't see them so much on the jigger, but I can set it down here and move it around. Yeah, see the chains on top, the luggage rack. And yeah, those my friend Morrill sent me the chain, and he made me some wallpaper, some Munster looking wallpaper in 1/25th scale, all just black and gray, looking like Munster stuff. But ain't got here yet. It's coming in the mail. But right now, everything on the outside is done, except for the windshield. And I might put some mirrors on it. I usually knock them off. I just as soon, you know, not put them on there, because I knock them off before I get done. And hang the tail lights. But the interior, I want to put, well, the wallpaper up and an electric chair, a wooden electric chair for the driver to sit in. Coffin to go on top for Grandpa. You take it down and bury it during the day and then dig him up at night. If he goes with, this is supposed to be just Herman and Lily getting away from the family and having time for themselves, because the kids are raised, moved out. Eddie's got his job. Marilyn's got her job. So yeah, here we are with empty nest Munsters, and they decide, well, let's get in the old RV there and travel around the country. We'll do Route 66, and we'll go Grand Canyon. And would you not like to see that every week as a TV show? Herman and Lily touring the country in this thing? I would watch it. It would be so cool. Okay, well, that's about it for this guy. Now I have some other things to show you, which isn't this. I'm going to get it around here. I really like the way the front end came out. It was supposed to look like marble, but you can take it for granite. It looks more like granite, but that's cool. Yep, I like everything about this. I'm not disappointed with any aspect of it so far. I can't wait to get the interior done, but I need to take a few days off from it and get some other things done. Okay, now for the next thing I wanted to tell you all about, and I got to make it a little quicker. It was back around Christmas time. The dollar stores had these little toy slot car sets for little kids that run on D batteries. I think it's like 1/48 scale. And you get these two little cars with it, and you put 4 D batteries in it, and they play with it. Well, we picked up a couple of those, enough to make a pretty decent-sized track. And then instead of hooking up 6-volt to it, you know, to both lanes to run the cars with, we took Tyco transformers and hooked one up to each lane. So that gave 12 volts to each lane on a previously 6-volt track. Let me tell you, when you put the little cars on there and hit them with 12 volts, it's like you filled them up with nitromethane and then cranked the nitrous oxide up all the way. But those little cars were stupid looking. These are more fun to play with. Yeah. They're a little dusty. I should have cleaned them up a little better. But these are the cars that came with it. You know, they're meant to run with on a 6-volt thing. And I'm telling you, man, when you shove 12 volts up in them, they go nuts. But I made these bodies, these 2 semi-truck bodies out of plastic, just whipped them up real quick. They're not really very well detailed or anything, but they're for racing, you know, and crashing, running off the table and bouncing on the floor and stuff. And the boxes are made out of cardstock on the back. And what's cool about these things, though, is when you race them and get them side by side and slapping each other, go into a corner and you slap each other with the trailers. Oh man, that's so much fun. I'm telling you, we have had more fun with these things. Just about burnt the tires off of them. Makes for pretty fun racing, though, with the trailers. Okay, moving these things out. Little semi. Okay, well, for the rest of the show, I got a couple models to show you. If I can quit coughing. I have Avante, Gasser. This is the Avante Gasser. And yeah, I've always liked Avantis. Well, I come from really close. You know, they got the museum up there and the test track and everything used to hang around. Let me see if you can get the door. Yeah, the door's open. I knew they would. I got I smoothed off the door panels and put some handle in there. And the controls, foot controls, seats and stuff. Put a little bit of detail into this guy. Let me see what the motor looks like. Oh, it's got a Hemi in it. Fuel injected Hemi, no less. With the funny car zoomies. Those are the stacks from the Beverly Hillbillies car. I recognize them. And yeah. Oh, the chassis is from the the 57 Chevy Gasser MPC deal. Yup. And the traction bars from 41 Willys. So is the... Oh, wait a minute. No, the whole thing is 41 Willys chassis. Revel. Except the front end is changed out. Yeah, I made a different axle and spring on it. Other than that, it's that chassis from the Revel 41 Willys. Okay, moving along. Oh, another one, just like the other one. This one is full-fledged funny car, though. Make her go around one time. Yep, Avante. I done smoothed. I glued the hood shut and the headlight doors down and the doors shut and everything. Flip up body. I'm not going to flip the body up because it's really hard to get up and it's a stock Polar Light chassis underneath, so there's nothing really there to show. But the Avante Gasser and an Avante funny car is kind of neat. I can show you underneath. See, it's that stock Polar Lights dealio. Yeah, an Avante is a guy brought 2 Avantes, well, 2.5 Avantes to our shop in Indiana and said we could have, he said take one and take parts off the other 1.5 to make one good one and we could have the rest of it. Thought about it, but after we looked at all the parts and what the one needed, there wasn't going to be enough left over to build another one. And I'll be darned if I was going to do it for a pile of parts. So nope, sorry buddy, you're going to find somebody else to do that job. We turn down work every once in a while. I wasn't too proud to turn down work. This is a 40 Ford that I built some time ago. This is probably 4th or 5th one I built since the fire. We're getting back into my early models here. Okay? You'll notice it's the stock chassis. And I got the Bluetooth drive shaft. Now this is an old trick. See the red bars running up? That's the wishbones. That's the front and rear wishbones that came with the kit, and I split them and then put different ends on them and then moved them out using them for radius rods and traction bars. That is an old hot rodders trick. They did that on the real car. They would take the wishbone and split it and spread it out like that. Let me see the motor in this. It has a motor, that's for sure. if we can, if the stupid thing will show up. Wow, that's nice. Let me see if I can get it. I don't want to knock these darn. I keep knocking those things, the traction bars, wishbones off the bottom. Yeah, you see, it's got the fuel line coming up through there, and distributor, and dual feed hollies. You can see the dual lines going up there to the hollies. Yeah, pretty cool. This guy, he drives it to the drag strip on the weekend, and then he drives it around a little bit during the week. But it's a streeter strip. That's why you don't see any decals on it. He changes out the back tires and uncorks takes the mufflers off, uncorks the headers. Yeah, okay, well, that's going to be my show for this week. And let me set this back over here, and I'm going to put Munster Guy back up here spinning while I ask for all the favors. If you don't mind, give me a like. Just hit it once. That like button, please. Come on, man. What's wrong? And comment. I will answer your comment. It will take me a while, but I will answer it. I've been answering them this afternoon and this morning, and some last night. I still got a few to go, but I'll answer your comments. So, and I love the comments. I read them all. Just love to read them. Let me see. And share. Why don't you share it with your friends? You might have some friends that like the Munsters and want to see what the Munsters are up to these days. And subscribe. You might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then tap it for the black bell so you get all the latest stuff coming out. And that's going to be the show here today. Let me see now. If I want to make sure I didn't forget somebody or anything. Okay, that's my show, and I will see y'all later. Bye.